Be blessed by the divine. How my wife survived breast cancer treatment with whole food, plant based diet. We could not believe the oncologist when she told us that my wife had breast cancer. Our mind rebelled and my wife scoffed at her. She tried to empathize, and that made her more belligerent. Fast forward to a surgery for a chemo port and the first chemo. As the red devil, one of the famous chemo drugs, dripped through her veins, some parts of the body started to feel hotter than the other. Fast forward through 3 chemos, and she got introduced the white demon, another chemo that dehydrated her so much that she dried up so much and her spine got bent, and to this day her back can act up like it had gotten traumatized sometime in the past. The devil and the demon stopped cancer from growing within her, but in the process they were drying her up and making her nauseous. Our son, Dr. Achyutan Ishwar, raced up to stop her from succumbing to the heat welling up within her in the following manner. He would give her a green juice first thing in the morning made from homegrown garike hullu, pudina or coriander leaves. In an hour, this was followed by lemon juice with date syrup without taking away its fibers. Soon it would be time for lunch. Her tongue was all spiked up with heat. A carpenter could have used it instead of his sandpaper, and he would have marveled at how good her tongue was. So she was given smoothies made with muskmelon or a bowl of cooled rose apples, cooled sour soap. She detested watermelon as it felt rough against her skin, and she could not stand any other fruit. She simply clung to those 3 fruits through those days. Like a pregnant woman, the steam arising from steamed rice and dal could churn her stomach and bring up the bile. So he would give her cooled food. She was so particular that every vegetable that she ate had to be diced tiny, as anything that shaped her tongue would send up the bile. So cooled, diced, small, or sometimes ground up food that left no trace of remnants on the skin were the way food got prepared for her. Cruciferous, cruciferous, and more cruciferous. Vegetables galore as sabjis, soups, juices, but all as whole as she could use them. Our son would keep finding ways of making her eat them up and put his sisters and my mother-in-law on duty to ensure she ate them. Our youngest daughter took pains to understand how just so she wanted food and would ensure that food was always palatable for her. Fruits as snacks, as appetizers, as fillets, in juices, as face mask, as eyelid mask, as body lotion, as tea snack, as bedtime snack, fruits all the way, always. The effect of all this was that she quickly could keep pace with the chemo and radiation, allowing them to do the good work of stalling cancer, but protecting her from the horror of heat. The food also helped to rebuild the good cells lost in the general onslaught. We know this as our neighbor in the hospital did not survive the heat. You see, it is not enough to just kill the cancer cells. You need to grow good cells back before the heat can kill you. And only whole food, plant-based diet can do it, as these are the most cooling, body-friendly, cell-friendly, life-giving, godly food. We would never ever be tempted by any other kind of food ever in our life. Visit sampurnaahara.com to learn more. Be blessed by the divine.